Welcome to County Report This Week. I'm Sonia Burke. Thank you for joining us. Coming up in the next half hour, developers break ground on the Clarksburg premium outlets, and the economic impact is great. And later, we'll experience our county's incredible diversity at the World of Montgomery. But we begin with the Montgomery County Board of Elections. The board recently came under fire for eliminating 2 heavily used early voting sites. After weeks of pressure from county leaders, the Republican majority panel, led by Jim Shalek, has said it would restore those sites and asked the state for emergency legislation to add 1 more. Susan Kennedy has our top story.
This is about making voting easier, not harder, for as many citizens as possible.
The reversal comes after vigorous protests from state and local leaders after learning the Jane Lawton Center in Bethesda and the Marilyn Praisner Center in Burtonsville would be replaced by new early voting sites in Potomac and Olney. Council members say keeping the original sites was the right thing to do, not for political reasons, but for the numbers that each one generated.
The main thing is, I think, the voters prevailed here. They made their voice known, and people came together, Democrats and Republicans, and said, really, this is just about math. This is about putting the early voting sites where the voters are. That's where they need to be. They need to be on, places with adequate parking and on public transit lines. And I think they realized their mistake, and they restored the sites to where they ought to be.
The county board's original plan had been rejected by the state last week, and BOE members were asked to come up with a new plan for early voting sites. Board members have also asked state lawmakers to come up with emergency legislation to expand the county's early voting sites to 10 so Potomac can be added. However, in the end, Navarro says she believes the controversy was a good thing.
In some ways, I think it also raised the awareness in our communities that, you cannot take voting for granted, that you have to be very vigilant. This whole process started with actually concerns about the elimination of the Wheaton and Aspen Hill sites. And we sprung into action, and, we made it clear to the board that we would fund the Wheaton site because it had to be relocated, which we did. And the community came out, they mobilized, they testified. Many of them testified in Spanish to the Board of Elections, and luckily those sites were maintained intact.
In Rockville, I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report This Week.
Construction is officially underway at the Clarksburg Premium Outlets. This future shopping destination is located right off I-270 at exit 18. A groundbreaking ceremony was held this week, and local leaders are touting the economic impact this site will have on Montgomery County and the state of Maryland when it opens for business next year.
We've been striving for years to increase economic development and growth in the up-county to bring jobs. This project will bring 300 jobs during the construction process and 800 permanent jobs. Not only that, it's a destination place that would attract people from throughout the entire region, from Frederick and from other areas around. We have an outstanding facility here that I think will be a winner for all. Provides jobs, opportunity for destination for people to go to, as well as having a wonderful, wonderful partner here in Montgomery County. And it's in the up-county, so we are very excited about it.
Many times we've talked about how we would put Clarksburg on the map, and we knew that it wasn't through just having housing here. We knew that through Clarksburg Town Center, that would help get us there. But this Clarksburg Premium Outlet is really, I think, the catalyst that certainly puts Clarksburg on the map, represents great economic development opportunities, as well as an economic engine for Montgomery County. And so it's a great day to really look at what the future holds.
In a year from now, we're going to have really a unique shopping experience for Marylanders and also for Montgomery County. And we're hoping that this will continue to spur the growth here in Upper County. We're also, from our state's perspective, expecting that Frederick will also benefit from the peripheral development. So it's a big day. We're looking for big things from this project, and I'm looking forward to shopping here next year.
When it opens, the Clarksburg Premium Outlets will feature 90 stores, and it will employ 800 full and part-time employees. Developers said they're not ready to announce the stores yet, so stay tuned. Montgomery County is moving towards reducing greenhouse gas emissions and saving money by using solar energy. The first phase of solar panel installation in public county buildings is now underway. Lorna Virgili joins us with more about the county's solar initiative. Lorna?
Sonia, about 50 buildings in the county are eligible to obtain these panels. Now, with this public and private partnership between Montgomery County government and Solar City, the first ones were installed in this facility, but another 14 buildings are coming up. The first installation is complete, and another 13 projects will soon follow. Executive Ike Liggett announced the largest solar initiative in the county's history.
It is part of what we are doing in county government, but it's also a demonstration to a broader community, to the business and the residential sector, to be a part of this great movement in Montgomery County. And as you know, Montgomery County is the leader in the state and one of the leaders in the entire country in moving in this direction.
The county has signed a 20-year agreement with Solar City to expand the amount of clean energy in government buildings. It is estimated that it will produce $11 million in savings.
The county has got 200 buildings with a lot of roofs that are eligible for solar panels. Solar City is willing to come in and at no cost to the county install the solar arrays, maintain them, and then the energy generated by that is how the county pays them, but it's a much reduced rate, as you heard in the remarks, $11 million in savings over 20 years. It's a significant reduction.
The solar panel installation in the 14 facilities will produce approximately 6 million kilowatt hours each year. This is enough to power nearly 600 average homes. The county is also evaluating other sources of clean energy, including microturbines and smaller heat generators. For more information about the solar initiative, visit montgomerycounty.gov/DGS-OES. In Chevy Chase, for County Report This Week, I'm Lorna Virgili.
An aggressive owl has been swooping down and harassing joggers along the Capitol Crescent Trail in Bethesda. And recently, the owl was caught on camera by a Montgomery Parks employee. MyMC Media's Maureen Chaudhary has our first look at that infamous owl.
You're getting a glimpse of the juvenile barred owl that Montgomery Parks officials say has been harassing runners on the Capitol Crescent Trail in Bethesda.
These types of wooded corridors allow a lot of opportunities for wildlife to kind of move in and out and to hunt and feed along these open edges. We're kind of thinking this is a territoriality or maybe even a feeding response of an owl that's just kind of trying to take up residence here in a new location.
Your chances of getting attacked is highest at dusk at night and dawn in the morning. Officials say that owl may be mistaking ponytails as prey, and while trail users aren't too concerned about attacks during the day, they're still taking caution. But parks officials are ready to take steps to relocate the owl if it continues to cause trouble.
Well, there are tactics with pyrotechnics and noisemakers that just kind of put that owl at an unease. In the same manner that owl is swooping down and trying to scare humans away, we can kind of swoop in and try to scare the owl away. So they're going to look for an area that's hospitable.
If you happen to have an unpleasant encounter with the owl, you can go to the Montgomery Parks website contact page to file a report. For County Report This Week, I'm Maureen Chaudhary.
Coming up on County Report This Week, we'll show you how a blank wall in Bethesda has been transformed into a work of art. And we'll tell you why some USDA officials recently stopped by a middle school in Silver Spring. And
I'm the Planning Department's Bridget Suiso. We attended a meeting recently about two important topics in the county: growth and infrastructure, and how to find the balance. We'll tell you more when County Report This Week continues.
In Montgomery County, we have a goal to reduce waste and recycle 70% of all waste by 2020. By recycling and reducing waste, we save natural resources and make our community even better. So recycle at home, work, school, everywhere, and keep recycling going. For more information, call the Montgomery County, Maryland Division of Solid Waste Services at 311 or visit montgomerycountymd.gov/recycling.
Keep it going.
Recycle more now.
Did you know there are more than 10,000 county government phone numbers? But there's only one number you need to remember for non-emergency calls: 311. MC311 is Montgomery County government's online telephone information system. Need information? Have a problem or complaint? Trying to locate a county government facility? Call 311. The call center is open Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The The website is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Sonia Burke. A retaining wall in downtown Bethesda has been transformed into a colorful work of art, and the Bethesda Urban Partnership recently hosted a ceremony to celebrate the artist. Take a look. The new mural is painted on the Capitol Crescent Trail wall, which is located along Arlington Road, right across from the Safeway store. The artist said it took 10 days to complete this large canvas.
The design is just abstract shapes with different colors. And I think, when you're designing a mural and a mural that's 400 feet long, it's hard to keep it interesting the whole entire time when you're not telling a literal story. So we tried to use the colors and switch the colors up to have a day and night type of feel to it.
I want people to feel good when they see it. It's basically just spreading pure joy.
I think it's very happy. Every time I drive by, live around the block, it makes me smile. And that's the whole idea about art. Art is subjective, but this is happy. And we want people to be happy.
I think it's wonderful, and I think bringing art out to the people is a wonderful thing. We brought it all together with great artists to make something pop, and it's just lovely.
At a ceremony to honor the artist, representatives from the Bethesda Urban Partnership, Bethesda Arts and Entertainment District, and Safeway said the mural was made possible because it was a public-private partnership.
And although it took us some time to raise additional monies and create the program called Paint the Town, we couldn't be more pleased with the results.
In case you are wondering, there are plans for more public art projects in Bethesda.
People think of Bethesda as a restaurant, come to eat. We want them to come to eat and to come to play and to enjoy the arts.
U.S. Department of Agricultural officials recently stopped by Francis Scott Key Middle School to help promote Lunch Week. MCPS TV reports.
It's lunchtime at Francis Scott Key Middle School in Silver Spring. More than 700 lunches and 600 breakfasts are served to students at the school each day. It's a critical opportunity for students to have access to a nutritious meal, something the school stresses to students and families.
I want that message to continue on with our families, and it does. We do that by sharing messages on our Connect Ed, our newsletter, on our website. So we really celebrate the importance of eating well here at Francis Scott Key.
In fact, the week of October 12th through the 16th is National School Lunch Week, and the school hosted one of many national celebrations. Representatives from the U.S. Department of Agriculture, who administers the National School Lunch Program, and representatives from the MCPS Division of Food and Nutrition Services were on hand.
Access to healthy food is critical for students to succeed in the classroom. We know that scientifically, but we know that even more socially, that these are critical programs for students.
From cookies to carrots and from cakes to apples, it's hard, but I need them. I finally have enough energy during the day, and I can focus more and be the best me.
Students participated in the event too, by sharing writings, songs, and digital presentations to demonstrate their knowledge about food and nutrition. They even keep a vegetable garden, which they showed off to event attendees. In MCPS last year, more than 14 million meals were served to students, and the Director of Food and Nutrition Services was on hand to thank the staff that does this work.
Providing quality meals doesn't just happen. It takes dedicated and committed staff who are not only feed the minds and the bodies of our students, but through outstanding customer service, also feed the hearts and souls of our students.
Were you born to be an entrepreneur? Montgomery College has partnered with the Gaithersburg Germantown Chamber of Commerce to help students and local business owners answer this question and find out if entrepreneurs are born or made.
Have you ever thought of one day starting your own business? The Gaithersburg Germantown Chamber of Commerce is bringing a series of breakfast events to help those with ambition kickstart their dreams of entrepreneurship. And they've started right here at Montgomery College.
This morning we're having a breakfast on entrepreneurs, are they born or made? And it's a great program to help people decide whether they want to become an entrepreneur or not.
Students and representatives of local businesses were invited to a panel presentation of homegrown entrepreneurs who detailed their work-life experiences and what made them ultimately decide to become entrepreneurs. Among them was Montgomery College's Hercules Pinckney Life Sciences Park board member, John Compton.
people who have ideas, people who have ambitions, one of their options should be, and they should know about it, is to be their own boss or start their own thing, take ideas and turn them into something that is a life's passion.
Oliver Schlacke, clinical professor of the Robert H. Smith School of Business at University of Maryland, delivered the keynote address, providing insights and advice for future business leaders in attendance.
There's nothing like a 98% entrepreneur. It's either 100% or not. So if you decide at some point, then go for it, but go real for it.
The Germantown-Gaithersburg Chamber of Commerce is a group of about 400 organizations and businesses dedicated to promoting and improving economic development in the community.
The purpose of the chamber is to increase business and to make sure that we have a robust economy here in the county.
To find out more about future entrepreneurial events, visit the Gaithersburg Germantown Chamber of Commerce at www.ggchamber.org. For County Report This Week at Montgomery College, I'm James McLean.
Everyone wants the county to grow and prosper, but we need to support that growth with the right schools and roads. The Montgomery County Planning Department is now planning for growth and setting the rules for infrastructure with the subdivision staging policy. Bridget Suisho joins us with more. Bridget?
That's right. It happens every 4 years, and it's one of the most important initiatives for the Montgomery County Planning Department, the update to the subdivision staging policy, formerly known as the growth policy. We attended a kickoff meeting recently. Here's what we learned.
Really glad you all could be here this evening.
We're going to be taking a look. Are we really measuring the right things, especially in terms of transportation? We have a greater focus with infill development on transit-served areas, and how are we measuring our ability to provide transit infrastructure for new development as well as roads. And so that's a bit of a change.
Every 4 years, we take another look at how we go about paying for infrastructure like roads, water and sewer, schools, other facilities that the public needs that go along with private development that happens in the county. So this is our opportunity to recalibrate and make sure that we've got it right.
And I think we're all concerned about traffic congestion, and we want to look at some realistic and practical short-term solutions to solve some of our transportation problems.
They're not comfortable about where we're going to go forward, particularly if the emphasis is more on how I increase development rather than how I protect and preserve quality of life and have development fit in with that. And I think there are ways to do both. But I think that how we do things, how we go about getting there, is going to make a big difference whether we're successful or not in preserving quality of life here.
So this policy is a great opportunity to look at those rules. Now, to be clear, those rules are placed on new development. So the subdivision staging policy can only do so much. We'll reevaluate what those rules are, and it can influence new development. But we understand that the growth in our schools and the capacity of our transit systems are really influenced by several things. So while we may only be changing rules for new construction, it'll still open a dialogue for how do we plan for future development and growth.
For County Report This Week, I'm Bridget Suisho.
Coming up on County Report This Week, thousands turn out for the World of Montgomery at the Rockville campus of Montgomery College. And we'll talk to an American Ninja warrior who calls Montgomery County his home. Stay with us. County Report This Week is coming right back.
Today is Saturday. Salad on Saturday, fruit on Friday, throw a ball Thursday. Water Wednesday, touch your toes Tuesday. Let's move Monday, swap us next Sunday.
60 minutes of physical activity a day and eating well can help get your child healthy. So keep them active and eating well every day. Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov. That's letsmove.gov.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Sonia Burke. Last weekend's chilly temperatures did not keep thousands from discovering the cultures of the world in their backyard at the World of Montgomery Festival. MCTV has our story.
Montgomery County celebrated its rich diversity and cultural heritage at the 7th Annual World of Montgomery Festival, held at a new location this year, Montgomery College.
We are the community's college, so the idea that we're able to open up this particular campus, our Rockville campus, and bring thousands of people to this campus to understand and celebrate the community we're a part of, this is our mission. So we're just making our mission bigger, so I'm so excited to be here.
There are 4 cities in Montgomery County, in the entire country, that make the top 10 of the most diverse in the nation. They all happen to be right here in Montgomery County, Maryland. That makes Montgomery County one of not the most diverse communities in all of America. Let's give it up for Montgomery County.
The county's 4 largest immigrant communities hail from China, India, Ethiopia, and El Salvador. Country representatives showcase their cuisine, folkloric arts, and dance through interactive exhibits.
So this is a gorgeous necklace that women wear to their weddings in India.
The Kid Museum organized this year's festival theme, Unmasking the Selfie, allowing kids to reflect on masks, culture, and identity while challenged to a contest on Instagram.
Today shows us the beauty, the culture, the culinary arts, the artistic arts of this community that we can absorb and enrich us every single day. And I hope that what we've done for a lot of the young people who are here is we have encouraged them to become instrumental in the global world that we live in.
The colorful dances and displays at Worlds of Montgomery remind us that the strength of this county is in its people, and its future is in the hands of up-and-coming global citizens. For County Report This Week, in Rockville, I'm Carolina Galeano.
There was a big turnout for Community Night in Olney. In fact, the annual event set a record for attendance this year. According to the Olney Chamber of Commerce, over 5,000 people attended. Take a look.
We've got close to 100 different organizations, businesses that come here to do exhibits. They get a table, they get a booth, they talk about their business, they talk about their products, they talk about their services, and the community is interested in that, and they find out, gosh, I didn't know that was in town, now I do. So it's a great way to get information.
Not only do we make the wine, that we teach people how to make wine. We do a lot of fundraising events, a lot of parties, bridal showers, and talk to the community about that.
Olney has increased in population and a lot more merchants than there were before. And I call it the trick-or-treating for adults. Everybody goes around with a bag and everybody fills it up with candy and goodies and has a good time. And you get to meet the merchants and you get to meet your neighbors again, and some you haven't seen in years. It's a lot of fun.
Fans of the American Ninja Warrior TV show lined up at Community Night at Our Lady of Good Counsel High School in Olney to meet American Ninja Warrior Jeff Britton. The Montgomery County resident talked about the popular show and his future on it.
You know, the best part about this for me is all the kids are really excited about it. I love to see the kids get out and play. You know, you drive past the playground now, and a lot of kids are trying to do ninja-type obstacles, and they're out there, they're off the couch, they're having fun, and that warms my heart. That's how I was when I was a kid, and I'm so happy to see the kids being like that. I have a daughter, and I feel like I've inspired her. She's out there, and she does the same stuff we do. She comes with us, and I love to see all these other kids doing the same thing.
From the candy to the costumes, Halloween is always a fun time of year for the young and the young at heart. It's also a night to take some safety precautions. For one, make sure your porch light is on and clear debris from your yard that children might trip on. And if you're a parent or guardian with children trick-or-treating on Halloween night, make sure an adult or responsible older sibling goes out with them. If you have older children trick-or-treating, make sure they travel in a group, carry a cell phone, and discuss their route and when they'll be home. Everyone should carry a flashlight and stick to neighborhoods that you're already familiar with. Finally, motorists should also use extra caution on Halloween night. It's dark and there will be a lot of excited children out and about, so slow down and take your time getting around. Stay safe and have a happy Halloween. The day after Halloween, daylight savings time ends, and that's also the recommended time to replace the batteries in your home smoke detectors. Joining us to talk about this is Pete Peringer from the Montgomery County Fire and Rescue Service. Pete?
Well, when you change your clocks, we want people to get into the life-saving habit of when you change your clock, check the battery in your smoke alarm. Change your clock, check the battery in your smoke alarm. It's a life-saving habit that we can all get into. Not only is this a busy time of year, but it's a good time of year, twice a year when you change your clock, to review your escape plan, your communication plan, your disaster plan, but more importantly, make sure that you have a working smoke alarm, at least one on every level. And also, it's a good idea, a good time to think about replacing those smoke alarms with the 10-year long life batteries, which will soon become a new state law.
Thank you for being here, Pete. Good practical advice. If you've been thinking about joining the Montgomery County Police Department, then this is a reminder that the department is ready to hire 25 new police officers. The application will be online only 2 days, October 30th and 31st. The time frame from submitting an employment application to the time that an applicant actually enters the training academy can vary from approximately 4 months to 9 months. All interested potential applicants must submit the application on those dates by visiting joinmcp.com. Coming up next on County Report This Week, we'll introduce you to a Bethesda woman who went to the Vietnam War with the Red Cross's Donut Dollies program. Plus, you'll meet our Pet of the Week. Don't go away. County Report This Week is coming right back.
Hey, mister, down here. You illegally passed the stop school bus. I'm placing you in timeout, and this timeout means big fines, plus you really could have hurt somebody. That's why school buses are being equipped with video cameras to help kids like me stay safe, so respect the bus.
Be active, Montgomery. Woo! Be active. Be active, Montgomery. Be active, Montgomery. Be active, Montgomery.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Sonia Burke. Have you ever heard of the Donut Dollies? Bethesda resident Carol Robertson learned about the Red Cross program during the Vietnam War, and she decided to apply.
We were part of a small coterie of young women who went to Vietnam, as my husband likes to say, to entertain the troops.
Meet Carol Robertson. In 1971, she went to Vietnam as one of the Red Cross's Donut Dollies. These staffers were college graduates who played games, delivered the mail, and served food to the troops.
I thought, well, if I could do something that benefited the soldiers and expanded my understanding of what was going on.
Today, the memories of the men she met linger. She remembers playing trivia games with soldiers who had dropped out of high school, and others who told her they re-upped for a second tour to prevent a younger sibling from having to serve.
I was never anti-military or anything like that. It was a hard time for people my age trying to figure out what we were, you obey the law, but maybe you disagree with.
Although she didn't stay involved with the Red Cross when she returned from Vietnam, she remembers her time there fondly.
Overall sense of doing something that mattered.
Now it's time to meet our Pet of the Week. Kathy Stanhope joins us from the Montgomery County Animal Services and Adoption Center with more. Kathy?
I'm here with Tex, and I am told that Tex is all a man should be. So all you single ladies, pay attention. He's muscular, he's playful, he grooms every day, he's affectionate, and he needs a home. And please note, on October 31st and November 1st, we are having a special 50% off your fees if you adopt any animal that has any black or any orange in his coat. So Tex definitely qualifies. Come visit us at 240-773-5900 or visit Tex on the web at montgomerycountymd.gov/ASD.
With that, we close this edition of County Report This Week. Remember to like us on Facebook and to join us again at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. I'm Sonia Burke. Thank you for watching.